mid game.
Flickers all across the board for Onyx Philippines as we head into game number 4. Another thing that I am slightly worried for VRSO type, how do you navigate these team fights, right? Because I feel like a lot of these fights, regardless of where it happens, it's always the protect corner with the rampart, more so when you have a wall around. Not only can you set up peaky angles for potential pincers, but even in a head-on clash, just being around in the rotation and the dispersion makes it pretty hard for VRSO time to just commit, onto Onyx.
Man, early on, it's Conjug against mid prio. VRSO time are going to play it slow. You need to respect Prince and the damage that can come through, and there you go. Just as I see the damage, the dispersion and rotation that you mentioned as well comes through in Conjug. The early lead gets him to actually a losing trade, and now it's Onyx Philippines who have the med prio who will be looking to go for those rotations, especially over on Yuzong. But I gotta give it to VRSO time. The guy that's conscious doing a really good work, a really good move right now. AFK into the bottom lane he goes, sets up for the safety for the Yuzong so that he gets level 4 by the time Turtle 1 spawns.
And that kind of stings. Project 4 closer to where Onyx PH line of the map is. No point you spin in the march. Basically,
Good control up top here for the Granger to rotate. They might go for the dive again. Something they did in the previous game. Now over on Marsh is going to be the kill over to King Kong again. Just from game 3, it's deja vu. First blood to Onyx Philippines. The gank in the bottom lane as well with Kirk jumping on Castle. He's going to be able to get that passive proc. Now goes back into the wave. Justinian surely with King Kong up top gets this turtle for free.
Stolen tectonic shots on Kojic, something to watch out for too. But freeing out Kelra and cashing in a kill for yourself is going to be another early tier 1. There's nothing that March can do. He's not even 4 yet. We'll call in backup, but by the time they arrive, Onyx Philippines will be long gone.
All right. It's a take from King Kong over on the Gold Crab. Kojic with the steal on the tech charge. I don't think he wants to go on Brusco. Look at Justinian taking the green camps away, so there will be a bit more punish over on Onyx Philippines by Justinian, despite the turret goal take completely by Onyx Philippines up top.
Something that wasn't addressed up to this point was VRSO time, not recognizing the fact that Onyx Philippines go for these dives during a catapult wave, right? You have that catapult, tank the turrets, and then you just all in. And it's very hard to clear the catapult wave, especially if you're on a fighter gold lane like the Esmeralda. So VRSO time, unfortunately, not heeding that lesson from the earlier games. Now we'll have March punished. Kara feeling a lot more comfortable in this gold lane.
Building on those small little wins, man. Onyx Philippines known to do that, even from the M6 World Championship when they were able to actually dominate that entire event. Knows that in terms of the matchup here, the Granger's going to get so much more value early on to shove in the lane. So, as you said, you shove in those waves, get the cannon in, and it's going to be so good. Tech charge coming down, Brusco. Tech charges away. It looked like it was a bit dicey. Maybe a flicker should have been committed, but hey, Brusco's patient with it. Down below, a Black Dragon form used up. The Petrify saved up. So not much Onyx Philippines can go for here to taunt. Almost landing for AFK. But it's not enough just yet. The diversion as well, but Kelra seems like he wants to just go for the mid lane. Get in the double lane early to get as much gold as possible, as the turtle will spawn in the game in 8.
Yeah, the response time is there's almost no delay, no lag for Onyx Philippines. If VRSO time somehow caught King Kong, the diversion would have came through, and it would still be an Onyx PH wins. Turtle contest would be quite difficult for VRSO time.
Kirk with a walk up now with the Bravest Fighter as well, trying to go for the zone. Justinian unable to walk into the vicinity of the turtle. Free take for King Kong now. Goes for the red tree. AOG coming down as well, but it's not going to be landing on anyone as Prince is able to flicker out to safety. Just a turtle traded in for some resources burnt here from the side of Onyx Philippines.
Yeah, quite ambitious for VRSO time to still attempt that, but we have seen those tendencies even in the upper bracket finals where they're willing to trade objectives but force the fight afterwards. The only difference is that Onyx Philippines have basically figured out how to deal with it. This draft, if anything, is already a great answer to VRSO's time's playstyle. And not only that, I think VRSO time are starting to get impatient with some of these approaches.
Now Justinian was going to shoot the arrow on Prince, but now gets caught by Brusco. He gets caught with Mountain Shocker, and instant burst coming down now as Joy, look at the play, has a fight, beats, goes in fully stacked up under the turret good on Joy.
I cannot believe it. VRSO Time actually just stacked together for King Kong to deliver the 10,000 volt electric chair. I honestly thought they would have at least attempted to split up and let, and let AFK take the brunt of it, or at least let Kojic initiate first. But now King Kong is truly out of control. He's 3-0-0. He's gonna free up Kirk in that bottom lane. Castle cannot stay here.
He's just too crazy with it, man. There's a reason they chose Joy as their M6 World Championship win skin. And it's because of King Kong. The tournament he had in the M6 World Championship with the Joy was a ridiculous one. The performances, and even after that, by the way, the SBS tech charge, good reaction from Kojic. Gets away from the tech charge, but I believe it was just off of the wall, so the stun wouldn't have come through.
And they got the flicker out of Kojic too, so 2 minutes without that important spells. He will have the tech charge, but impact not as big without that key battle spell. And VRSO can just easily stand in front of VRSO Time. He won't have the damage, at least not without Justinian.
Kelra should be online as well now as we get into the 6-minute mark. He's been double laning a lot. Now going to be going for the fights as well. 5v5 stack. Brusco pops into conceal. That's going to be the Mountain Shocker to reveal him. Brusco caught, has a CC immunity. Trick with the Bravest Fighter now over on AFK. Ooh, flickers in the save. Oh, Kojic has to use the tech charge to get out. Petrified Furious dive into the falling star moon. A lot of damage now as Justinian dashes in with his Raceless, but Kirk is somehow still able to survive for a bit longer. Kelra with a snipe on Kojic. Gets 2 on the board. A big double for the Sky Piercer.
And nothing is sadder for VRSO Time. They did not have Black Dragon from Castle. If he had that, I think that would have been the first team fight win for VRSO Time, because they had the angle. A two-man turtle boat into the falling star moon, but no follow-up from this Yuzong. Everything going wrong. And Kojic, again, without the flicker, the tech charge has very minimal impact. Mid-tier 1 goes down, and this is the playground open up for Onyx Philippines.
You want to go for more? Oh, Kelra stings, man. The Death Sonata now going in under turret, doing a lot of damage, but the Black Dragon form comes in. Oh, Kelra! That might have been an overstay, buddy. Goes with the Rhapsody now. It's going to be the dive coming down. Kelra still able to cut away! And the DOT from Castle's passive gets him down, but now King Kong walks up on the Joy. It's a kill given over to Prince. So in the end, it is a 1-for-1.
A 1-for-1 that's definitely more worth it for VRSO Time, because Castle's impact hinges on whether he can get Kelra out of the way, or better, Prince. But he did it without the Petrify, so he will have it back up for the next big team fight, which is good news for VRSO Time. Only a 2k gold difference between both teams. With all that has happened, it's not too bad for VRSO Time.
Now with in the 8-minute mark, we get to see the items here, and oh, yeah. I mean, I would say it's as expected. That's a rapid boot, by the way. Chosen by Kelra. I guess just to have a bit more mobility instead of having defense over against a CC lock of VRSO Time. A Kirk. Sure. Oh my goodness. Flickers out. Bravest Fighters. Well, I thought for sure he was cooked. But he gets away. Flicker out. So many resources used. Those were 3 ults used on him.
Olapu would have died without the damage reduction, man. That's why this hero after that buff is such a difference maker. They will get a free lord on top of that. Diversion instantly to the bottom lane. The macro game has begun for Onyx Philippines. They get the lord. Kirk survives. Bottom tier 2 of VRSO Time gets taken out. And VRSO Time will always be 1 step behind just because of this Luo Yi on a Super Prince.
March gonna have to walk back here. VRSO Time. They're gonna have to scale at this point, right? But it doesn't really look like that composition is built to scale. Burst should be enough now, as Kelra has 2 Sky Piercer stacks. He did get dropped a bit, but as long as Kelra stays alive in the next fights, he should be able to get even more. Kirk, the flank, holds onto the bush there. Goes in for the stun, is able to find it over on AFK, but it's just AFK as he goes in for the Raging Slashes, and it's free for King Kong to push up top. A few shots here and there by Kelra. March will be able to pop into Purify. Tier 2 in the mid lane going to fall to the siege of Onyx Philippines. It's a good read by Brusco. Knows that if there's anyone on VRSO Time that can turn the tides of the fight, that can turn the tides of the game, it should be Kojic, who's gotten the steal on the tech charge. Tech charge from Brusco. Will be able to land. Kirk goes in for the stun, able to find it on 2 as King Kong just gets all those hits on Kirk throwing back. Oh, this version rotation, disgusting from Super Friends 2-0-3.
And the timing could not have been worse. They needed Castle and his Black Dragon form. They did force the flicker from Super Friends, so VRSO time still holding on, but it could have been a lot better. And this composition, not the best at holding back a siege.
Oh man, that's gonna be the stun lock coming down. Kirk's gonna be taken out here. Kelra's still going to go for the siege. Mid turret falling. Kelra going for shots. King Kong on the bottom lane stacking up now, going for the full stacks. Electrifying beast from King Kong! Dives under, finally gets shut down, but he finds two in the process, and Castle is caught in the bad spot now. 2 base turrets plus 2 kills. VRSO goes in for the tech charge. Kelra gets the shots. Half HP on the base. The minion spawns in, and that should be enough for VRSO time to extend the game. But hold on, Kelra goes for the shots again, lands it onto Justinian. Castle's holding in this wave. They will be able to wait in time for March and AFK to spawn back in the game, so it was not going to go in vain. Kelra wants to stay, though. He's going to go for the shots again. I think these guys are a bit too tanky for him to burst, so Onic Philippines finally decide to back away.
Man, the craziest thing is that it all happened because Castle went down. Without Castle in the fight, Onic Philippines can literally do what they want, because AFK, you have an AOG, but that takes time and accuracy. Not the easiest crowd control to land, and as a sole initiator or disruptor, it's not the best option out there. So Castle has always been the rock for VRSO time, but when they take out that foundation, we can see how fast VRSO time collapses, and now Kirk wants more.
What do you do? What do you do in this position now? The goal lead has gotten out of control, Husky. 6,000 over to Onic Philippines. Even the stacks for Kelra, he's sitting at least 40 by this point.
Yeah. And just to remind everyone, this is the 12th game of Onic Philippines out of 13. The possible 13 games that they're going to play today. This is their 12th. This, can't begin to even imagine the amount of fortitude to last this long, and yet they play as if they're fresh off the boat.
King Kong's walking up there. Pops in electrifying beast. Tech charge over on 2. Kirk with the follow-up now with the Braves fighter, but won't be able to follow up entirely. Granger in the back line, able to go away, but Justinian gets an amazing mountain shock. Another AOG to help him get out. It's a hit and run. They were able to go for the pickoff, and now they have to respect the damage coming in from Onic Philippines, because they still have a lot of damage from Prince. Look at the dispersion rotation. King Kong jumping to the back line again. Has an electrifying beast. Goes through all of them again. Kojic taking very low.
No
King
way.
Kong getting away with a sliver of health. Meanwhile, Kirk going through them in the back line. Doesn't have the flicker anymore, but Castle will fall. March running for the hills. Prince diversion into the back to flank them. Fortunately for the low members of VRSO time, they took a different route.
I cannot believe it. Even with Justinian's solo kill on the Kara, it did not matter, because King Kong just went on and 1v4 VRSO time. They're so late to the lore. I'm not really sure if the VRSO time can full on commit this. Marsh saying a prayer that Onic Philippines didn't kill him right then and there. But Castle has to really make use of the Black Dragon Petrify, because I feel like once that runs out, that his impact just goes down significantly, almost non-existent in the eyes of Onic Philippines. It has to somehow work with Justinian or AFK to find a key kill, and then hope he gets more than just one.
And it's a big bad bod that just got picked up by Kelra. If you feel like he's already dealing damage, not with the bod, it's going to do... Oh man, if it's the squishy guys in the back, they're dead. I think 2 Rhapsody shots into 2 Death Sonatas, and they're cooked with the Sky Piercer stacks being at where it is right now. And all of that, Justinian, what? Gets a solo kill down below. It's going to be traded back by the diversion. Now Kelra kiting back around against Castle. It's going to be petrified ready. Good peel from VRSO. Kelra gets away and now kites back to safety. Lord of the base of VRSO time. Kojic and AFK have to split from the rest of the team to go to deal with the Lord. AFK now going to be shredded down by the damage from the dispersion rotation. Kelra go for the Rhapsody shots again. March holding these waves the best he can. But Kelra and Prince are doing too much damage. Another stack over for Kelra. Kojic's low! Flicker in for Kelra! And they win the CYBERHERO x Donatop.net Winter is Coming Grand Finals.